You know what I'm talking about, right? That drawer, or maybe it's a box, that corner of the office just packed with old electronics. We all have one. But what if I told you that pile of gadgets you've forgotten about? Well, it isn't just clutter. It's actually a ticking time bomb for your personal data.
Yeah, I bet this scene looks pretty familiar. Could be at home, could be at work. These little electronic graveyards are just everywhere. And we tell ourselves they're harmless, right? Oh, I'll get to it someday. But here's the thing, not dealing with them, it has a hidden cost.
Okay, let's just bust a huge myth right now. The idea that dormant tech is safe tech? Nope, it's not. I mean, sure, you've got the physical risks, like old batteries starting a fire, but the digital danger, that's way bigger. Every single one of those old phones, those old laptops, it's a data breach just waiting for its moment. And I know what you're probably thinking. It's cool, I wiped my old phone. I did a factory reset before I tossed it in that drawer. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but that's the uncomfortable truth. Hitting delete, doing a basic reset, from a real security standpoint, it's pretty much meaningless.
So what's really going on? Think of it like this. When you delete a file, you're not shredding the document. You're just removing its entry from the table of contents. The actual file, the data, your photos, your private messages, it's still there on the page, just waiting for someone with the right tools to come along and find it.
And that's the crucial point here. That old hard drive you have lying around, it's not just a piece of hardware, it's a liability. Seriously, in the wrong hands, it's a complete diary of your personal or professional life, just wide open and ready to be exploited.
So what's the solution? How do you actually fix this? Well, this is where the pros come in. Because believe it or not, there's a formal, super high security process designed for this exact problem. A way to make sure that when your data is gone, it is gone for good.
It's a process called ITAD. That stands for IT Asset Disposition. And let's be clear, this is not just about recycling. It's a full-on security protocol for dealing with old tech. The number one goal? To completely, totally sanitize any device that holds data before it gets a new life or is destroyed.
And this isn't some loosey-goosey set of best practices someone made up. No way. This process is built on a rock-solid foundation of rigorous standards, all designed for maximum security. In fact, the gold standard, the one everyone looks to, it comes straight from the US government. It's called NIST 800-88. Sounds technical, I know, but all you need to know is this. It's the official rulebook from the National Institute of Standards and Technology on how to properly sanitize media. When you hear people talking about secure data destruction, this is the framework the real professionals are using. So NIST basically lays out 3 levels of making data disappear. First, you've got clear. It's the most basic, kind of like overwriting everything. Then you level up to purge. This is where it gets serious, using things like degaussing to hit the drive with a massive magnetic field that just scrambles everything. It's pretty much impossible to recover data after that. And then there's destroy, the final boss. We're talking physical annihilation, shredding, melting, pulverizing the device into dust. Yeah, there is no coming back from that.
And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. We aren't just recycling hardware, we're protecting reputations. Look, the environmental part is great, it's super important, but this process is really about protecting something that's way more valuable, your reputation, whether that's personal or for your entire company. It's basically cybersecurity, but for your physical stuff.
Okay, so you hand over your old devices to the pros, but how do you know? Like, how can you be absolutely certain the job was done right? How do you get that peace of mind? And, maybe even more important for a business, how do you get legal proof? The answer is something called a certificate of destruction. And don't mistake this for a simple receipt. No, no. This is a formal, legally binding document. It's your official proof that your stuff was handled exactly according to those high standards. And a proper certificate is packed with details. I'm talking a full chain of custody record, the serial number of every single device, the exact method they used to destroy it, like shredded or purged, the date, the whole shebang. It's all certified by the vendor. This is your paper trail, your auditable proof. All right, so your security risk is gone. Your data is toast, peace of mind, right? But believe it or not, the story doesn't end there. In fact, this is where things get really, really cool. Because getting rid of this stuff the right way isn't just about stopping a bad thing from happening, it's about making a really good thing happen too. Ever heard of urban mining?
It's an amazing concept. See, all your old electronics, they're literally packed with precious and rare materials. We're talking gold, copper, cobalt, you name it. So instead of digging giant holes in the earth, we can mine these resources from the piles of e-waste we've already created. Our junk drawers become the mines.
And the scale of this, it's absolutely staggering. Get ready for this fact. 1 ton of smartphones, just 1 ton, can have up to 100 times more gold than 1 ton of actual gold ore dug from a mine. No, that's not a typo. Our digital junk drawers are literally treasure chests.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. The next time you look at that pile of old electronics, what are you going to see? Is it just a digital junk drawer, a ticking security time bomb, or is it a future gold mine, just waiting for you to tap into it responsibly? Because really, what it becomes, that choice is completely up to us.